down the fundamentals of a correct pirouette. First, let's talk about spotting. In a right pirouette, you're going to turn towards the right wall first. Find an object that is eye level or slightly above and keep your eyes trained on it as you begin to turn. At some point, your head can't stay that way, so you have to whip it around as you finish your turn. This is called spotting. Spotting is very important in a pirouette because it helps us to not get dizzy and it helps us to complete our turn. Try doing this a couple of times. Make sure you whip your head around super fast. This is the technique that you'll be using during your turns. Next, let's talk about your prep. You're going to be in a fourth position, about this far, not too wide and not too close. In your prep, you want to make sure that your toes are facing straight forward and your back heel is up. Whenever you plie, you want your weight to be evenly distributed, not too forward or not too back. Next, let's talk about arms. In your prep, your arms are in an L, with your right arm straight out and your left arm straight out from your shoulder. In your pirouette, your arms are going to go to a first position. You don't want your arms to be too high or too low, so find your sternum and go straight out from there. Your arms should be in a nice round position, kind of like you're holding a beach ball. Take your shoulders and roll them around and down. This will engage your back. And relax those hands, we don't want any funky thumbs sticking up. Finally, let's talk about foot placement. There's a little divot in your knee. That's where your toe is going to go. So if you bring your toe and find that divot, this is called a passe. You should have a nice straight line, almost like a tabletop. Now let's talk about your foot. Is your heel further out than your toe is? That's called sickling. We don't want that. So squeeze your foot and bring your heel in so that your whole foot is placed on your leg. This is what a passe looks like from the side. To get here from your prep, you're going to be in a nice plie. You're going to push off that back leg onto releve. Releve just means that you're on the ball of your foot like this. So you push off that back leg and find your passe in your releve position. Now let's look at some exercises for practice. Find a counter or a chair and find your passe position. Just do some releves. This will strengthen your ankle and your supporting leg. Once you feel good and you've done a couple of those, try your balance. In your balance, you want to squeeze your core. What does that mean? Just engage your abs. After that, find some open space and get into your prep. Just practice pushing up into that passe position and balance. After you've done that a couple of times, you can start to incorporate your turn.